On a 6, you got this. Flash, the bandit is down. Alignment completed. You can go primary sync now. Ready to taxi. Alright, let's not mess it up. This time.
Hello and welcome to another video where we fly the F4 Phantom on the Enigma Cold War server. This time we're doing some air-to-air action, since I keep dying on when I do some air-to-ground. So we're gonna switch that up, hopefully. And as you could see in the intro, I was doing and trying to do a gun kill. And yeah, spoiler alert, I hit him there. And we will see that later on. So flying the F4 Phantom, it's really hard for me to use the gun. I trained it a lot in single player, but I'm still not really comfortable with it. For me, the gun just like, it has a little delay until it shoots, and then it comes like from beneath the cockpit, and I always shoot too low on my targets. This is something I wanted to train more and try in multiplayer as well. And yeah, but I usually don't do that much air-to-air really, and so yeah, I try to switch it up here.
You're way too fast. Man, the CEO will bust our balls for that.
Yeah, just always thinks that we are starting from the taxiway on this airfield. I don't know why. But we are not on the taxiway, it's a normal runway. We're starting up correctly here. So I make my way north in this case, and try to engage some bandits that shot me down earlier when I was trying to do some air-to-ground. So now I'm up for some revenge, and I can see several contacts in the distance, and there's kind of a furball over there, some friendlies, some enemies. And engaging furballs, I'm still having a lot of troubles, have no situational awareness when I go into the fights, have trouble like IFFing people visually, but also with the radar. Jester takes a while for him to IFF in radar. And here I try just to shoot a sparrow into absolutely nowhere. It doesn't track in flood mode. I'm not even sure if it was an enemy or a friendly, to be perfectly honest here.
12 o'clock, 4 miles.
Yeah, Jester calls out a bandit. I try to shoot another sparrow. Apparently I have a lock, but it doesn't track at all, like it usually does. And this is a kind of a nice effect. I don't know if you saw that there. I blacked out and I shot the gun for a split second, I don't know why. And it kept shooting, but I didn't have the trigger held at that point anymore. But because I blacked out, I think that my nerve system or something in the game says, okay, you're still holding the trigger down or something. I don't know. It's kind of a cool effect though. But it was about 100 rounds into absolute nowhere. So I'm turning with the guy here. You can see him here, and he's kind of far away here, but he's also getting closer and closer, and I can lock him up and try to shoot a sparrow at him, and of course it doesn't track. We're kind of close there as well, so a little bit understandable. So we do a tight turn here, almost blacking out again, but I'm pretty fast, so I can use the speed to my advantage and get a good turn. Uncage the Seeker, and off we go. Yeah, that was a very good Mig21 kill here. He didn't know that was coming, didn't even flare.
The bandit is down.
Yeah, Jester is always nice to confirm the kill. And while I'm coming out of the first kill, I see there's another guy right over there, which is a Mig15. So I'm trying to chase that guy down.
11 o'clock.
Try to turn on top of him Because I don't think he saw me really, so I just tried to get behind him.
9 o'clock now.
And he's right in front of me. Tried to shoot a heat seeker missile there, but it just... He turned and it was a bad shot. I shouldn't have haven't even tried it. But yeah. So at this point I think, well, why not use the gun for once? He doesn't know that I'm behind him, I think.
On a 6, you got this.
And I managed to shoot the guy out of his cockpit, which was my first gun kill actually. It was a pretty good shot, I would think. But I mean, it was easy. He was just flying in a straight line in front of me, didn't know I was there, so I killed him. But sometimes, you know, you need a little bit of luck, especially when you're bad at the game anyway, so I wasn't unhappy about it, let's say it like that. So there's still enemies around here. This part of Syria seems to be loved by the red fighters as well, so I'm looking out for more contacts, more enemies, and I can see that there are still some around. Another Mig15 in the area. There's always hot MiGs in the area, so I try to maybe lock him up. But yeah, it's hard to use the radar in the F4. It's really laggy. It doesn't see contacts or can't IFF them in time, so it's really not worth to use it. When you're engaging or in a dogfight, you usually just put it to bore sight mode and be done with it, and just auto-acquisition everyone in front of you. Just remember to be in the heat seeker missile mode. Otherwise it won't lock directly in front of you, but on the side lobes. So here's another guy.
Negative IFF, that target is an enemy.
And Jester confirms that that's a bad guy.
He's at our 5 o'clock.
But I fucked up the merge here. And I go vertical. Which is always a good idea in the Phantom when you have a lot of speed.
4 o'clock now.
You can't really see him right now, but I'm gonna highlight him in a minute here. It's nice, like in the Phantom you can just go vertical and it has so much power. You just keep climbing and climbing and no one can really follow. Just need to be aware that you have no one behind you. Yeah, I'm kinda lost track here. I don't really know where he is at that point. It's really hard to see sometimes in VR, and the newest patch made it even worse. Trying to find someone turning with him. Yeah, but I can see him right there.
New bogey, left 25 degrees, 3 miles, 6,500.
And this time Jester sees him and calls him out, which is great.
IFF is positive, he's a buddy.
And then it's a buddy, of course. But there's still a Mig15 and I tried to shoot him here. I don't think I hit him there. And as I said, I'm really bad with the gun, so yeah, that can happen. So we turn around and I'm right on top of him, and the Mig15 I think doesn't have a lot of energy left here. Uncage and shoot. And luckily it tracks and hits.
Flash! The bandit is down.
Always remember to uncage your seeker head and then pull in the direction the enemy's flying. That really helps. I can tell you that. So the missile doesn't go for flares or doesn't really get the energy to intercept the bandit. So that was it. 3 kills, 1 with the gun, and 2 Mig15s, 1 Mig21. It was a good sortie for that. I'm not doing a lot of air-to-air really, as I'm coming back home, and I think I'm gonna do one of my worst landings ever.
Pressure, warning lights, anti-skid. Heads up, nails 5 o'clock.
Which doesn't really matter. I mean, if you come down and can rearm and refuel without being hit before, so it's fine. Still trying to improve though. Well, that was one of my better sorties, and I thought I'm gonna put that in the video. With the latest patch coming, and there's a lot of bugs right now with joining multiplayer servers, with the spotting dots not working and stuff like that, so I don't know how much footage I can really do for air-to-air missions, because you can't really see people right now when you're playing VR. But we will see. I hope there's a hotfix coming and I can put out more content. So, thank you for watching the video again, and yeah, have a good one and see you in the next one.